So once again, my dreams have come true. Another Lord of the Rings Lego set. This is the Balrog Book Nook. Alright, so we're going to build Gandalf first. Oh, beer just popped off. And he is, it says here, holding his elvish sword, Glamdring. That's pretty cool that they're giving that a name, which makes me kind of wonder if this is a new mold. Something that I will probably look up. What is this, bottom? He also has a really cool staff. Let's see how they've made that. Now, I promised myself something. I bought this the 1st of June, but I'm actually just now getting around to it because I took a trip. Let's see if we can get his sword in his hand here. But when I was looking at the box, I was like, oh, did they do enough? And I have been one of the worst at being fussy with the new sets that they've been coming out with Lord of the Rings. And I was thinking about that actually. I was on my trip and I was thinking about this set. And I was like, am I going to be disappointed with it? Is it going to be, as grand and perfect as I want it to be? And I realized that I've been doing something probably a little bit unfair with the Lord of the Rings sets that they've been releasing. And I realized why. Other than the Brickheads, the first set that they kind of put out, kind of to rejuvenate this line, I guess, was Rivendell. And I've said it before, I'll say it again, you will hear me say it, from now on. That set didn't just meet expectations of an epic Lego set, it actually went beyond. Oh, wait, that's supposed to be black. Pushed a little too hard there. Thing went flying. I have never been impressed with a Lego set as much as I was that one. And I think that it just set the bar really high for any other Lord of the Rings set to come out. And then they did Barad-dûr, which, was supposed to turn that. I wouldn't say a step down, but it definitely was maybe not quite at the same level. Still awesome. And it seems like everyone that they've done has kind of come just a little bit of a step down from that in terms of just, pure awesomeness. That's such a nerdy way of explaining it. And I think that because of that, because the bar was set so high, it just kind of almost set it up for disappointment for anything that would come after that. And I'm so glad they did it like they did it. But I think it would be healthier to have a better expectation of sets that, are coming out after that. Because obviously, the cost, and they're trying to release, I think, more reasonable ones and stuff. And you just can't expect every single one to be, maybe at that level. Because then all we do is fuss about, the cost or the size or who knows. So I promised myself I would do this. I'm going to work really hard at not putting any expectation on this build, just really enjoying it for exactly what it is, with the price point that it's in, and really what it offers instead of maybe what it doesn't offer. So I'm going to change my viewpoint, which is so kind of funny because I don't do this with any other line that Lego makes. But with Lord of the Rings, the Beast comes out, and I want perfection. And I think, got to be a little bit more realistic with that. Isn't that silly? Incredible what we do. How many times am I doing this? 4 times. Okay. So that is my goal for this, is to really kind of just enjoy it. Find the good in it, because I think there will be a lot of that. I can be very good at critiquing and analyzing, but I think I'm just going to enjoy this set. Let's see, and I can't wait to put it in my bookcase. I have one all ready to go. And I haven't been able to pick up the Sherlock Holmes Book Nook. I think that's what they're called, right? Wow, how are you going? Okay, you're going in there. Or the Harry Potter one, but they are on my list, and I'm really excited to be able to check those out too. Now, it goes this way. Okay, there we go. Now it'll line up perfectly. I mean, what a cool idea, right? To be able to have these to put in your bookcase. Where are you? There you are. I'm going to have to pick this up for my sister. We're big Lord of the Rings fans together, and she is an avid book reader, and she's got the most adorable house, and it's got this really cool bookcase display, and I think this would look pretty good in her house. Okay, now we're going to turn it this way. I think I got everything. Yes. Okay. Put this on. I am hiding as much as possible today because it is a heat index of 104 today. With humidity, that's pretty warm. So I'm doing my best to hide indoors. But we've had quite the day around here because my butterfly bushes have bloomed. They're beautiful. And of course, plenty of butterflies on them. But also it has gathered the attention of a lot of bees in all different shapes and sizes. And Walter, my Cocker Spaniel, has decided that he might like to try eating bees. So far, we have had 2 stings in the mouth today. Really scary, not good. And now we are having to go out there and basically keep him away from the bushes every time because the boy is not learning a lesson. He's he takes a minute to get things. He's needs a little extra attention. His brain's not quite as sharp as maybe his sisters, the Schnauzers, are, but so it has been really challenging, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I'm not going to be able to go out there and monitor him every time he goes outside this closely. So, all summer long, and if we can't get him to kind of get trained here, I don't put a fence around him. I don't know. This boy. He has been a very big challenge to raise. Okay, it says here, the bridge of Khazad-dûm is so narrow that it can only be crossed in single file. We knew that. One of the most epic parts of the movie, right? And the book. All right. Let's see, where are you? So there's 9 bags. Of course, I can't find my piece here. Oh, it's in the... I wasn't looking for the right color. So it's a pretty decent sized set. And I'm excited to see how the Balrog is going to turn out because he's very black from what it looks like. I would have maybe loved to have seen a little bit more of the fire, the orange on him. But we're just going to see because it might actually look perfect when it gets in there. Oh, that's cool. That's really neat. Okay, wait. I'll turn it this way. Kind of building up on top of this here. Oh, this is cool. That's really cool. All right. So we're obviously making like pillars. Wow. Okay, I like that. Okay, we're gonna do it again over here. Let's see here. Oops. I cannot believe that somebody is actually out mowing right now. It is so hot. I cannot believe. Very, very brave person. Probably would be better to wait for a little bit. But I guess some people might do better in the heat than maybe I do. Let's see, that goes there. Stack this up. Looks like the same way, just kind of the opposite side. And then I'll go over here, kind of making an opening there. Okay, turn it around. Let's see. They don't go all. Oh, just came right off. Made a big clang. They don't go all the way to the top. But these do go down all the way on the bottom. Okay, back two. I have a feeling that this is going to be our color palette for probably the whole build. Which is fair. Very fair. Let's go down on that side. Oh, this is funny. Okay, it says the color gradient technique on the columns was first used in Balrog to create the illusion of lava reflection. See? That's why we have this color palette. All right, let's see, we need 2 of these. I was just talking about the colors and they gave us a tidbit of info. That's funny, okay. And very cool. So 2 of these get built up. I literally feel like I get like giddy with excitement when I'm building a Lord of the Rings set. Isn't that silly? I am such a fan. Down here too. I actually did not, I was not familiar with this story when I was young. I actually was introduced to it when I was actually a young adult. But I grew up loving literature, loving books, but that one wasn't introduced to me and I didn't realize it was there. Oh my goodness. It was like finding a magical new world that just, something so special about it. So yes, I am a complete and utter nerd and fan about it, but I actually am about quite a few books and stories, and there's something, I don't know. There we go. This goes back up here now. Oh, it's getting tall. We're going to do the other one. It's just going to be kind of the reverse of it. You know, I didn't have a spoiled childhood. I'll just say that. I had a very good childhood, but I wasn't spoiled in any way. You know, we learned responsibility and at a young age, and I'm glad that I did. But sometimes you just needed a little bit of a place to go to, a little escape, and that's what books were for me, and the stories and the characters. And oh yeah, okay, this goes on the inside, and I just love that ability. I love movies, I love books, I love just stepping away into another world. I think it's incredible what people are able to do with that. with creating those things. I would love to be a storyteller myself, but that is not my skill suit, so I will be a fan. All right, let's see. Red pin, and then these go in here. That goes in there. Okay. Now we're going to turn it around again. It's taller than I thought it would be. Okay. Do that on both sides. Some cool plating. I like the plating that they're doing. Oh my goodness, it's getting even taller. Wow. Okay, I was not anticipating this. I have to rearrange my bookcase shelves. I gotta put them all the way up here. Super tall. And more plating. Oh. No, oh. Didn't want to go in there. It was kind of tweaked funny. All right, so they need a gray one on the side. Now, where are you? There's black ones. Ah, hiding. My daughters actually turned on the Fellowship of the Ring last night. She's been wanting, one of my daughters has been wanting to watch it since she came home from school. Hasn't had the time, and so she turned it on, but they only got through half of it, and so they haven't gotten to this part yet, and I have a feeling that I'm going to be very distracted if they turn it on tonight. Okay, this is cool. Let's see. We're going to build up a little here. My. That's cool. Okay, it's gonna go. So we're gonna build 2 of those. Look at that. That's really nice. Very nice. Let's see, let's do another one. I was excited about this part with the way that they kind of displayed the mines, because I love the architecture that was kind of used for the dwarves. All right. Oh, we gotta do something on the inside too. Okay. So just one of these, so it's probably different for the other side. Oh my, okay, let's see here. That goes there. Kind of squiggly. Oh, no, wait, I've done something. I did something wrong. It's not this one. It's that angle, and then I'll need another one, the same angle. It's got a lot of loose connection points, so it's wanting to slip around on me. Trying to hold it firmly. All right, now this way, and then it goes up here. Like that. Oh, that's beautiful. That's very nice. Yeah, okay, so we're just doing the opposite side. So if you've been watching, and you watched any of my videos from last year, you may remember that I am a very big fan of the professional bike racing, and the Tour de France is coming up. Been watching every one that I could of the other races through the spring, and super excited about the Tour de France coming up. That's going to be, I think, awesome. Look at that. That's so beautiful. And that is getting ready to start in just, oh, it feels like just a few days. And I hope it's going to be a really good one. I think it will be. And first and foremost, I hope that everybody stays safe in it. I'm a big fan of keeping the sports safe, and they scare me with the way they fly down the mountains and stuff, and I know that it is a concern. So definitely cheering for a safe tour for everyone. See, I need this. Kind of lost. I'm like, what in the world am I doing here? Here we go. Okay. Oh, we must be making the top. Okay, we're gonna do and reverse everything. See if I can do this without messing it up. Huh. Don't remember that one having. Oh, I think this is supposed to be mithril. I don't remember putting that in the other one because it has a quote here from Gandalf about mithril. Oh, that's awesome. I love how in The Hobbit they show in the movie, they show the Thorin giving him the ringlets. I need one more piece, and I think that I've got everything in there. Let's see here. All right. Oh, this is cool. I've done this before. Something. Do that twice. I think these cheese slopes are like probably the most versatile and useful piece. They just add so much to detail work. And okay, I think that's correct. I feel like that one's hanging off a little too much, but I think it's supposed to. Yeah, it looks correct. Let's see, we need this. And we'll put that right there. Now, oh, we got to plate it a little bit more before we put it on. There is a lot going on to this little piece right here, isn't there? I think we're going to use up. I did that wrong. Come on, come on. Oh. Don't take that piece with it. You'll get me all confused. There we go. And then, oh, look at that. That fits perfectly in there. Okay. This is going to go up here. I have it spun that way, though. Oh, I think it actually sits. Oh, it sits all the way up on top. This thing is getting so tall. Look at this. It's going to be a big Balrog. I was not anticipating it to be this big. Now we need these on here. And then we're on to bag 3. So it kind of looks like we're going to build up the one of the sides. Where did you go? There you are. Hiding from me. And I was able to hinge open or kind of hinge shut, so that's going to be a really cool feature of it. And probably working with these little hinge pieces, I'm assuming to be able to do that. Here you are. Ah! Okay. here. Kind of curious as to when the Balrog is going to be made. Is he going to be like the last thing that we put on? I am really struggling there. Not very many of them, I don't think, because I was having to look hard for it. Let's see, we're going to do a double stack of these. Definitely getting the mind feel going on here. Wouldn't you love for them to make Erebor? Let's see. It goes there. That goes there. It's like I'm missing a piece, but I can't figure out what I'm missing. I found it. There's a lot of great pieces. My eyes are just skipping right over these pieces. Here we go. And then we're going to put it, like that. That works. Okay. I love the nougat color. Oh my goodness. Any of the shades. It's like, oh, I know why I love it. It's like caramel. It looks like caramel. We're going to flip it around. I'm going to start working on a pillar. Lots of pillars. That makes sense, doesn't it? Those. Okay. So these go in the middle, so you have some on the top and bottom still exposed of the studs. And yeah, okay. You can do it, you can do it. I don't know why it's not wanting to go in. There we go. Oops. I'm trying to send pieces flying to the floor, and it's never a good idea. Okay. Now this is going to go in here. So they're definitely kind of working with the different colors, like they said, to create the illusion of probably reflection and depth, and it's really cool. Spin it. Put these down, and then that one up there. Oops. Wanted to pop off on me. Okay. There is definitely, I feel like quite a bit of detail going in, which is really cool. I was kind of worried about the sides, just kind of the feel. But so far, I think it looks great. I think I wanted there to be more fire. You know, the flames, from what I was kind of seeing, it didn't look like there was maybe as much. But sometimes the box can be deceiving. It always looks better in person than it does on the picture. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that that's what it does here. Okay, that's awesome. And then we're still working at it from behind. We're going to stack 3 of these up. But I like that part. I like all the flames that come up, and I think because it's such a contrast to the dark mine and stuff. I just really like the way that they did that in the movies. They did a fabulous job of making that a really cool part, so I wanted to see it illustrated here. Let's see, 2 of these, so just on this side and that side. more height. Gotta get it up to the same height probably. Okay. Oh. There we go. Oops. Now, go. There's a lot going on here, isn't there? Oh no. This way. The studs on this black part need to go towards the inside, so to speak. And that one goes there. Okay. Gather up our pieces here. I feel like the backs are going very smoothly. I don't feel like it's been crazy complicated, but very stimulating and fun so far. Enjoying it, but that's kind of a given for me with Lord of the Rings sets. Even if I'm going to fuss at it, I'm still going to enjoy it. Alright. Now these go here on the inside. And then the gray ones go on the outside. I wonder what this inside piece part is. I'm wondering if maybe it helps hold him on or something. All right. Him is in the Balrog, that is. Alright, now this goes up here. Oh, isn't that cool? I love it. That is the coolest part so far. The way that they're doing these pillars with these angles. It just looks fabulous. It really does. All right, that's gonna go on top there. Okay, now where this piece goes here. I was gonna miss that piece. Saw it down here and I'm like, don't do it, don't miss it. Okay, here we go. And this goes up here. Ooh, that is fabulous. Okay, bag 4. Okay, so the first fire pieces have shown up. This is cool. Oh, look at that. I like that color in that piece. All right, let's see what we're going to do next. Kind of exciting to actually start on the flames. All right. Let's see here. I think we're maybe building the top part that goes along here, but I'm not entirely sure. This is a cool piece. I don't know about you, but I'm a little bit behind in keeping up with everything that they've been releasing this summer. They have been putting so many sets out that there really isn't a way to keep up with it all, I guess. Very cool sets, though. But I'll tell you, I am running out of room in my house. They're releasing them faster than I can keep, find spaces for them. And at some point, you kind of have to start being a little bit of picky on what you're choosing to pick up. If I had a huge basement, then maybe, but at the same time, I would like to build my own city and stuff, so that would take up a lot of space. I suppose you can't have it all. Let's see. What are they doing here? This feels like kind of a little bad. Now, where are you? I need it to be... Oh, no, it's 4 long. I was looking for 3 long. And that wasn't the right number at all. Let me see. Where are you? The tile pieces are hiding from me. There you are. He was really hiding. Okay, no. Flip it this way. Ooh, I almost made a mistake. There we go. All right. I have been working on sorting in for weeks now. You've probably heard me talk about this before. Sorting in the bricks that I've washed and bought in bulk for my mock builds, and still working on it. And I just finally decided, you know what? It's got to get done. We're going to put extra effort into it this week. I am trying, unsuccessfully at the moment, to see if I can rope my daughter into helping me. I said, Emma, do you want to help me with something? And sweet Emma, she would just give you the shirt off her back if you needed it. She goes, yeah, as long as it's not Lego sorting. She was on to me. I was like, what? She was like, I'm not doing that. Okay, now I'm a little confused here. Okay, this goes here. But if this goes... Oh. I was supposed to make 2 of these. So that's why I'm confused. There wasn't a spot to put this other plate because I missed a spot. Here we go. Now we're going to put this on, and then we can put that piece on. Looky there. Okay. All right. Now we have to tile, but I want to make sure I'm doing the right placement here. One of these little guys always seem to be difficult to find, and I'm not sure why. I like how they're working in the black on top. I guess it's, I don't know, it gives it kind of a cool, ominous feel. Now, what did I do? Oh, because like that. Okay. I think that's correct. Gotta be honest, a little nervous though. All right, we gotta do the other side here. Let's see if we can get it to work right. Oh, that comes off easy. I bet you this will help right here though. Yep. Now it's gonna stay on there. I think a lot of times I put more force pushing down on these things than I realize. I don't need to push so hard, but I do because I want to make sure everything's popped in. Okay, flip it over this way, and where are you going? I think it's gonna go. It's going in the middle of those rods. I'm like, why does it look like it's perfectly centered with this stud? It has to go in the rods. The circular part's not on the edge here. I think that's what I'm seeing. I think. Okay. Now, oh, this is cool. Okay, we gotta put it in like a diamond. Oh, that's fabulous. And then Okay, the point goes down. Then this one's the diamond too. Can honestly kind of line up that top point with the seam between the two bricks there, the two flat bricks, and it makes it line up perfectly. That is really cool. That's a very nice pattern. Okay, it's gonna go this way, and they've got this thing spun around like that. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I'm placing it right. I think, see these studs, they need to line up because we're probably going to put something there. So it's going to overhang here by a bit. Oh, look at that. I'm right, because those needed to do that to hold it together. Okay, this thing really is taller than I anticipated that it would be. All right, now we're going to flip it around. And we're going to work down here on the bottom. All right. So these are like the really dark orange. I don't think it's a nougat. I'm pretty sure they call this a dark orange. See there. That one goes there. Kind of tricky to know exactly where to put these, but I kind of I count spaces, you know. Make sure I'm lining them up right. All right, this goes on top of that. I love this orange. So that goes like that. It's pretty nice. All right, to the bridge. Let's see what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna work on some flames. This is where I would have wanted to have seen them gone all out. But I'm working on that whole positivity thing. For this set, and really just nope. I didn't do something wrong. I missed something. There we go. Really just enjoying it for what it is. That's cool. That's a cool way to build that. Okay, we're gonna build off of it though. So then this piece is gonna go there. We are not going to expect Rivendell out of this set. We are going to enjoy it for just what it is. Okay, now this is going to snap in right there. Oh, that's really cool. Wow. You know what? So from the picture in the box, I love this. I guess wish maybe there had been some coming from the top. I think that's where, if I was going to fuss, that's kind of probably what I would say. But let's keep going here. Because it really was coming from the bottom, wasn't it? If I'm paying any attention to my memory of the movie, I don't think that the flames were coming down from the top, so it just felt like they were everywhere. Let's see, line that up right. And then this goes on the back part. Kind of makes a corner piece there. Where do you go? Okay, I think I did that right. I don't know why I feel like I'm majorly missing something. And then this goes here. Oh, that's cool. Okay, and then it's gonna go down here like that. Oh my goodness. It definitely looks better in person than on the box, that's for sure. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Right, this goes this way. A little tooth there. Okay, now this is going in the middle. Oh, interesting. They're putting this here. Okay. And then that is going to go in that one. It's like kind of feeling layered. So it's looking really cool that way. All right, we're probably going to do one more, correct? This is very good design. This is really cool. This is just a little one. Kind of end it here, I guess. Okay. Put that and that one right there. Now, we're going to attach it. Okay, it attaches in 2 spots. Oh, I'm sorry, Gandalf. Knocking you over there. So it attaches on the top and the bottom with our little clasp and hinge pieces there. So one down there and one up there. And then obviously it can close or open. Wow. That is amazing. Okay, back 5. All right, I'll bet you that we are going to be working on the second side here. Close this puppy in. So let's see, bag 5 and 6 are probably to do this other side. But then there'd be like, what, 3 more bags? And I'm like, what else is there to do other than the Balrogs? So this is going to be interesting. Kind of see how this works out. Let's see, we need those to cover all of that. Okay. We have probably done all of this before, I'm guessing. So it'll feel familiar, and as I always say, when it's familiar, or you do it the second time around, it always seems to feel like it goes faster. I don't know if it actually does go faster. That would be something interesting to calculate, but it kind of feels that way. Let's see, if we go in here. What have I missed? I don't think anything yet. But I can't seem to find... They always hide from me, that little triangle tile. There it is. My eyes just really skip over it for some reason. Okay, now where? Okay, like that. I was like, how do you go again? That's correct. Secure that right in. Oops. Better turn it. I always seem to kind of miss when they do that, and I always try to make a mistake there. Gotta pay attention to that little circular thing that they put on the instruction book. Build up our height here. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's a 4 high brick or tile here. Goes on them like that. And then this sits right like that. And we'll start building him up real quick here. It's a 3 long. Okay, this goes right under here. It's going to overlap that one, make that really cool layered look. Looks like they just carved right into that, didn't they? Okay, where do you go? You go on this side. And now we are going to flip it. Caught it that time. Tie all this up a little bit. I mean, so far, I don't know about you, but I have been really impressed with it. I cannot wait to display it. It's going to look so good. Of course, this is just making me want the other book nooks that they've made. Oh, wait, I forgot something. I forgot a little tile right here. There we go. Okay. That little window going in again. Kind of funny. I'm excited to see why that's in there. Now where is it on this one? There it is. It's back in there. So I'm not sure what that's for. Wait, lost my place. Here we go. Put these two on. And a couple more tiles. Oops. Well, I've just knocked it all off. It needs to go all the way on the bottom like that. There we go. Okay. One more tile there. It's building up very nicely, isn't it? It's just such perfect time to be kind of cooped up indoors with the heat outside and just building this lovely set. You may be somewhere where the weather is much nicer. Okay, we've got to do this way. And you don't want to be cooped up indoors and you'd like to be outside in the gorgeous weather, but that is not the case here. So I'm taking advantage of this heat to try to catch up on the sets that I am behind on. So I definitely feel a little bit behind on sets. This goes here, and then one more. I do feel like that bag went very quickly. One more here, let's see. A little 1x1 plate back there. Now where do you go? This piece did it again to me. It goes somewhere. It goes down here. I do not know why my eyes cannot see that that's where that's supposed to go. But they're just missing it. Okay. This goes up here. Just like that. And we're on to bag 6. All right. Gonna make some more of those flames. Very exciting. I liked doing those. It's exciting to be able to do it again. Now we need a long piece. There you are. Kind of hiding under the others. I recently saw, I think it was on is it Rebreakable? Oh goodness, now I don't know. It's where they, take an existing set and then they make something else out of it. And there's the original bonsai tree that somebody made Treebeard out of the pieces for that. They added on Merry and Pippin from other sets, but we have that. We actually haven't made it yet. And I'm thinking it might just need to become Treebeard, because that would just be so cool. And it seems like, I know one, maybe two of my kids have the original one that they've built. Here it is. I could not find that. And so I've kind of seen it built and it's been on display in the house. So I don't really feel like I need it to be on display the original way. So I might just cheat a little and make him into Treebeard. Be really cool to see what the person was able to do with those pieces from that set. Okay. Let's see here. And then, that's right, this went here. And that goes there. Oh, now last time I forgot to make two of these. Gonna make sure I do both of them this time. Let's see here. Where are you? There you are. Hiding in the shadows to the right. All right. So they go in this corner's right there, and then it attaches to there. All right. Now let's see if we can get it all plated correctly. I don't know why that seems to be a challenge sometimes, but it is. I think I got it all on there right this time, and then let's work this beautiful tile work. It amazes me when they the special floor mosaic tiles and that you see and that they archaeologists uncover and stuff. It's just unbelievable, some of that gorgeous work that is created. And I always thought, oh, I'd love to be able to do something like that. I've seen it where people take like garden stones and then line their paths with, special designs and stuff. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, I just a little too scared to try to attempt it myself. I feel like I don't know what it would look like. But I think that when they do the tiling in these sets, it's just very exciting for me to see how they put those pieces together. All right. All right, we got that done. We're going to flip it over. That goes right in those rods there. And then these two go there. Oh, that's right. We've got to do our little... Okay. Our little diamonds. Another one over here, and okay. Now see, I'm going to make sure I flipped it this way. Put it up on there correct, and then, yep. And those go there. All right. Now we'll be able to put our fire in, and we will be moving on. We'll have, I think, the actual framework and special designs built in on that, and probably the inside details. This set is just coming together really well, I think. Okay, making sure I'm putting these the right spots so our flames end up in the correct spots. One more of a little cheese. Okay. That goes, oh no, that doesn't go that way. It's got to hold it down. Now I'm never going to get that off. Well, that was a challenge. That is not a mistake you want to make. These little slope pieces, they really hold things down securely, and I don't want to make a mistake with those. All right. I'm going to put these beautiful designs together. Goes underneath. Okay, let's see. Oh, I forgot this one under here. And then this goes on top. Okay, first flame is going to go there. Let's see here. Oh, does not want to go in. They're doubling up on these 1x2 plates, and it kind of can get confusing on exactly the placement. Let's see. That goes there. Then that goes there. Yeah, that looks the same as the other. Okay. I'm assuming they're supposed to look similar to each other. It kind of looks like they're just doing the opposite, the mirrored opposite. All right. That goes there. My goodness, this is going faster. We're cruising now that we know what to do. Okay. I'll put that in there. And then hook this into it, top and bottom. Oops, moved a flame. Oh, can't see what I'm doing here. There we go. And look at that. Oh my goodness. I mean, that's pretty epic. That is crazy cool. Okay, back 7. Can't say I'm not excited about this part because I am. Gonna check out this Balrog now. See what an awesome job they made of him. Let's see here. Oops, almost missed that first step there. I think it extends one into the hole. Oh my goodness. And everything else has been leading up to this point, I think. So it's going to be really exciting to see what they do with this. Okay, I got confused there for a second. We're going to take this one, put it in there, and then push that rod through that pin. I actually took a break from building yesterday. Had some other things to accomplish. I'm glad to say that we got past the heat wave, or the worst part of it. It's much more pleasant outside this morning. So that was exciting. Now, what am I looking for? I'm looking for you. But I couldn't wait to get back up here because I knew that this is the part we were getting ready to do. It's always disappointing when you have to take a break. But there always seems to be somebody that needs something, so gotta do the life things. Okay, those are gonna go in there. They can spin. It's a little loose. Not loose coming out, loose could turn, which I think is the way it's supposed to be. Okay, now this is very confusing. Oh, okay, this is gonna go up into here. And then we'll push these orange pins in, and that should secure everything. Looks like that on the bottom, and that on the top. I think so. Ooh, we have a lot of these fiery like pieces. That's awesome. Okay, this is going to go here, and we're going to push this up underneath of it, I think. Yeah, that looks right. I always have a tendency in the summer to want to get things done. It's like in the winter, I just become, it's like I slow down with the temperature. I need 2 of these. And so I'm like, I have this huge list of everything I think I need to accomplish. The words got all jumbled up there. All right, let's see. And let's go on either side. I'm trying to figure out what I actually want to do this summer, because if I did everything I'm thinking about doing, I'd be repainting a bunch of stuff in the house and redoing a lot of the garden. And those go there. It's kind of, I don't know, I should take one thing at a time, I suppose, but I get very ambitious in the summer. It's kind of funny. Now I need one more piece here, and I can't find it. Where are you? There he is. He was hiding upside down. Where are you going? I think he's going there. Kind of an interesting thing that we're making. The problem is I don't have enough time in the day to accomplish everything that I would like to accomplish, or the energy for that matter. This goes, okay, it goes underneath of it, of that one plate that was sticking up. He's a complicated guy. No wonder he takes multiple bags. That goes there. And across the top, and so I probably actually said this before, but I'm pretty sure that the wings that are on him are the same as was on the fell beast. Gift with purchase that came when Balrog came out. Used to be 2 of those. And that's really exciting, actually, because they did such a good job with those wings. They're not fabric. They're kind of vinyl-y, as you've probably already noticed in this set. Now, I don't know for sure that they're exactly the same, but they are very similar, if not the same. One of those on each side. Gonna do some paneling, I think. That goes there, and then that goes there. Okay. Two of these, and one on either side of here. It doesn't look anything like a Balrog, so it's going to be interesting to see how this all comes together. So two of these, covering up his bright colors and turning him into his black little self. Where are you? There you go. And then this goes on top of here. I think we're doing the body. I don't think it's the face. Watch me be wrong. Okay, now watch which way these are going here, because at first I thought they were going to all kind of converge in the middle. Nope, that's not right. Like you've seen done where they kind of make a cool little, like, almost like a diamond piece in the middle, but they're not doing that. I think this is what they're doing. Sometimes I have a really hard time identifying exactly how those are going. And I try to look for where the straight lines are. Okay, this is gonna go here, get pushed down. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. He's a complicated little guy. That goes over there. Oh. Wow, really put the wrong piece on there. I was looking at the instruction book, picked up the wrong piece. Okay. Well, oh, I'm like, that's not going to go on. I forgot these gray pieces right here. That will help. Just like that. And then go over the top. Oh, that's a little tricky. Okay. Kind of have to push down in multiple places, but make sure that doesn't pop off. Wait. He has a lot going on. He's getting my brain all muddled. Wow. That's really cool. It looks very dark and ominous. Wouldn't expect any less out of him, but these go here. I'm guessing this is the body. Okay. So let's see here. Kind of, looks like we're moving on to a little bit of a different part. Let's see. Okay. What part are you? I don't know. I'm so turned around with this. No clue what we're making. Which is going to make it really exciting when it actually dawns on me, and I'll be like, oh my goodness. My guess is the lower jaw. not sure why I think that. Okay, this goes down here. I think, yes. Okay. Turn him around. So, oh, wait. You got to flip him that way. So those little pointy scales are aimed down. So we've got 2 rods in here. And then we have 2 clasp areas. And it's going to snap into both of those. Well, now I don't have a clue what that is. Don't think it's the lower jaw. Okay, bag 8. I'm actually a little bit nervous, and I think I have a right to be. This is a lot of black pieces. Looks like it's going to be a little complicated. Okay, let's dive right in here. We can do this. No, we can. One piece at a time. Let's see, we need this piece. A really big bag of pieces, it feels like. But the scary thing is that they're all the same color, and that can actually, I think, be a little bit more difficult than if you had a big bag with a lot of different colors. It could just be me. It could be my eyes. All right. Now, I'm going to push this through the back side of that and then put it through there. Sometimes I like to actually sort the pieces out a little bit if I feel like that there's a lot of the same kind of pieces. You can kind of divide it up a little bit, but most of the time I just dump and go for it and then get all flustered if I can't find my piece. Which is right now. Here we go. I need these angled pieces, and I have a hard time spotting them a lot of times. We need one more, but it's the opposite angle. There you are. I see it in gray. I thought, oh goodness, I hope I didn't get the wrong color. Okay. Now we need these. I always liked these. I always thought they were cool pieces. I think they use them a lot in cars, but I like it when they put them in other pieces. They have or sets, they have the little ridges. Okay. We need them facing this way. Oh, maybe it's a leg. Kind of looks like a leg, doesn't it? All right, we're going to make another one of those. Pretty sure it's probably going to be the opposite side. These 2 legs are useful. Grooming the dogs. And the Schnauzers they're very good about their grooming, but Wally, he's not as smart as the girls. That boy, I worry about him. I was trying to groom the bottom of one of his paws. And I would lift the paw up and he'd collapse. He was standing. He'd just kind of fall over. And I spent a good hour trying to convince this dog that it was possible for him to just use 3 legs to stand on, that he didn't have to have all 4. I told him I could stand on 1 leg. Surely he could stand on 3. I don't think I ever got through to him. He would just kind of stumble around. I think I'm going to have to get him one of those harnesses that, can kind of just lay in. Oops. What am I doing? Something feels wrong here. Oh! There's 2. I was putting it in the wrong one. Okay. There we go. That works right now. We do have to do 2 of these, and they're the same. So I'm going to do it at the same time, kind of work them together. It was so hot yesterday. Oh no, I'm doing that wrong. Flip that around so it looks like that. It was so hot yesterday, and we had these, they're like rubber mats that we put on. Well, where did you go? I need two of you. I see these. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh boy. Tell me that they gave it to me. Oh, it must be one of those days. I just sat here and looked for this piece for forever, and I was holding it in my hand the whole time. Yep, it's like looking for your glasses when they're on top of your head. All right, moving on. Anyways, there's these rubber mats, and we put them on some of the mulch in a flower bed that goes right off the back porch. And a lot of times the dogs will kind of run over that area. They kick the mulch out. So we put these rubber mats down, these outdoor ones, and they're supposed to be like you could make them a walkway out of them or something. So they're very nice looking. It helps keep the mulch in if the dogs run that way out the door. Well, yesterday, while he was outside, and keep in mind, it was a heat index of 108 yesterday. So it was very hot, and I was out there with him, and we got in and we got out. I really tried to keep them outside for very short amounts of time. Well, while he's wandering around, and he goes over, and he somehow spans his body so that both of his back feet are on one of the mats, and his front feet are on the other one. And he's just standing there on them. And all of a sudden, I'm like, come on, Wally, let's go inside. I'm trying to convince the dog to come inside, and he's just standing there. And then he starts to shake a little bit. And I'm like, Wally, what is wrong? I'm thinking, did he step on, something? And then he starts lifting up one foot and kind of holding it up, and then he lifts up another foot, and he's just like taking turns lifting up all four paws one at a time, and he's kind of shaking. And it happened very quickly, so it probably happened within less than 15 seconds that I caught on. So I'm grateful. But I'm watching him, and all of a sudden I realized that they're burning his paws. They must have been really hot. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And I'm like rushing over to him, like, come on, Wally, get off. No, he just stands there like he's frozen, and he doesn't know what to do. He's like, Mom, it's hot, and he won't move. I had to go pick him up, grab him, bring him inside. And he's just looking at me this whole time like something is really wrong, and I don't know what to do. No common sense to actually get off of it. He just stands there. Of course, this is 2 days after he tried to eat 2 bees and got stung twice in his mouth. This is the piece I'm looking for. All right, now I'm going to put them this way. Let's see. They're looking pretty good so far, aren't they? I finished raising my kids. I got them all grown up. Our last is going off to school in less than 2 months, or right at 2 months. And you think you really accomplished something, and then you get yourself a dog that is single-handedly, I think, more maintenance and hard work than your children were. Oh, maybe it's better that way. I am not going to be bored. Right, I think I'm doing this right. It's always tricky with the angles. Wally is going to be 2. And I just don't feel like we've gotten hardly anywhere with training or even common sense with this boy. These are feet. Okay, so obviously this is the front of him. He's looking fabulous. I'm gonna pop his little feet in. Oh boy, what did I knock off? Oh, I knocked this off. All right, bring that over here. This has got chunky little feet. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, stand there. I have a feeling we're supposed to dislike this guy. He's kind of adorable. Oh my. All right. Now we'll put this on. I don't think it said to make 2 of these. I'm going to go check. Nope. Just 1. So we're either going to be making another one that's kind of the mirrored image, or this is its own thing. I'm going to say we're going to make another one. Just flip. It goes like this. Flip the pieces a bit. Thinking arms. I was wrong about, well, actually, if that's the front of the mouth, that could be his jaw. It's just kind of aimed up. But I'm thinking I was wrong about that. Flip it back over. All right, let's see here. Here it is. And then we're going to put a pin right there. And then this has a ball on the end of this pin. Oh, okay. This is going to go back here to snap in. And then, oops, nope. A round plate there. Yep, okay, it's his arm. I think we're going to spin that way, and then there's a hole back here that his arm's going to go in. Don't feel like it snapped in. There we go. Should make a little click or it'll slide out real easy. Ooh, maybe his little hand. Guessing. That on the bottom. I have had more fun building him than I did the whole part of that, which is probably kind of natural, but he's definitely been the highlight so far. Okay, now he gets some claws. Ooh, he means business. Okay. That's going to snap into there. Oh, nice. Okay, he's starting to look less cute and a little bit more ominous. At least I think that's a good word to describe him. Under there. Yeah, we just need to do it where it's the other side. A bit like that. And then flip it back over. And they spin it. One last bag. We must work on his head in that bag. This in there, make it click real nice. Goes there. All right. Now, goes like that. I got confused because I'm like, how is this facing? But that round tile we put on kind of faces out and up at us. Make sure that clicks real good. Okay. We'll make his hand here. He's definitely really making this set for me. I think they did a really fabulous job of him. That's interesting. We made this hand a little different because he's got this little piece that has that little rod sticking out, this piece in him, and I think that it is because he probably holds something in that hand that this hand doesn't hold. Doesn't he have a whip? I think he has a whip. All right. And we'll pop that hand in. Ooh. All right, we're not done yet. Let's see, we're gonna put, okay. So we have these clasps that were built in the side of his arm, and they're gonna be his very bulky shoulders here. It's interesting because this one's going down. Oh, this piece was popped up. Like, why is that one going down more than the other? There we go. Ooh. Okay, turn him around. I'll bet you this is to help with his wings. Okay. Do that twice. Well, actually, be careful because you need the opposite, like reverse. So one's this way and then one is that way. Okay, and they're going to go in. How are you going to go in? I just made a huge mistake, and somehow or another the gray is supposed to be on the top, and how am I going to fix that? Wow, I really messed this one up. Well. This is going to be horrible, and I hope that you didn't do the same mistake. I'm going to take his arms off because if I remember correctly, this was hooked all the way into his tummy. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way that I can get to it. I want to pop this thing out, but it's not popping. There we go. Oh my goodness. I'm having a slight panic. Well, I think that was single-handedly one of the most frustrating experiences I have had building in a long while. If you guessed that I had to take this entire thing apart, you would have been correct. All right, let me see. Goes like this, and we're going to put this back on. Oh my goodness. I can't even tell you how much I messed that up. Oh, I am desperately hoping that you were not following me on that mistake and that you're laughing at me because you put your pieces on correct. I don't know how I got these backwards. I really do not know how I managed that. And even when I got in there, I was still making mistakes. So it's done. I'm grateful that it's done. Let me see here. I got to get back to my, pardon the book. Okay. Now, here's our pieces. Now, if they don't fit this time, I think I'm going to cry. Okay, but they should go in because one's a pin and then one has the hole with like the X or the cross in it. And I got them completely backwards. So now let's see if we can pop it in there. Yep, okay. Please go in for me. Yes. That was a fatal mistake early on. I am glad that he was small, because if I had to tear down something huge to get to the center, I really would have been crying. Okay, we got him back. We've got his little attachments on here, and we're on to the last bag. I'm probably going to be terrified and jumpy and assuming I'm going to make every single mistake possible now. I have to calm down. Remember, I can do this. I can't believe I did that. It's one of those days. Look at his cute little tail. Now he's back to cute. All right, I'm going to put his tail up under here. Sorry. That one's cracking me up. Okay. Oh, we're going to do a wing. Okay. Let's see. There is still a lot of pieces in here. Goodness. Okay, we're going to pay very close attention. Here's the deal. That was like little Technic pieces that I messed up, and that is definitely not my strength. My son keeps telling me I just need to build more like that so I would get more comfortable. But I haven't yet, and look at what happens. Okay, that goes in there. He just kind of slides in there. He doesn't, oh, but it's secured here. Go slow and make sure I'm doing this correct. Okay. Oh. These go up. Gotta make sure that the kind of the rod side and the pin side is facing the same way. Ah, those are hard to push up. Now, take this piece, and he goes through there. Like that. This is very complicated. Come on, go in. There we go. All right. All right, I need a number 5. It's nice that they show us that, and it goes into that gray rod. It says here, this mechanism helps the wings foils fold nicely once the book nook is closed. Ooh. Okay. This piece. You know, he's a complicated little guy. He might start frustrating me as much as he frustrated Gandalf. All right, this goes into here. Okay. All right. I sure hope that's right. All right, let's see. We're going to... Now, this part feels familiar to me because I built the fell beast. Okay, that goes there. Number 5. Oops. Kind of need one of those little red rods. And then a number 5. Another red rod. Okay. We're making a skeleton. Where are you? There you are. And then that combo goes onto this one. Oh, we have to make 2 of those. Okay. Because they go on each one. All right. Now we need a number 3. Where's the number 3? Here you are. It's got big wings. And then 2 of these. Let's see, we're going to put an end. That piece. And that'll probably make sure to have that circle facing up. Okay. Can put 2 pins in here and here. Oh my, okay. Then these go. This is what attaches the rubbery wing to it. My daughter was saying that she had wished that they had made it fabric. She likes the Ninjago dragons that have the fabric wings versus the rubber feel. But it just, I don't know. I guess it kind of feels like to me that it's more fitting to them. Reptilian, maybe. So in the instructions they have where you can lay it on it to make sure that you did it right, which it looks right. So we're going to hope for the best there. Now, we're going to take the wing, get our little contraption here and put it in there. Oh my goodness, I was right. And I'm so excited. It says these wings were first designed for the Lego Icons Fell Beast. I just knew it. Okay, I'm going to rip him out real gently. And then put him in. They knew they looked just like him. It's very exciting. Now, they just go right in there. There's just 4 connection points. That one doesn't connect. I wonder why. Maybe they're going to do something here. Oh, yeah. Okay. They are. He's got his little claw. Okay. I think it goes like that. And then it'll fit through like that. And that'll hold the wing on. We're going to flip him over. And we're going to flip him around. And it's going to go in to there. That is a really big wing. How is that supposed to fold? Up more than it does. We'll see how that's going to fold. Oh! So he folds this way too. So he can fold himself up in the... Okay. Let's stop messing with him. Okay, we're going to do that again. I didn't make a mistake. On that one, I don't think so. I'm going to hope for the best on this one. That goes in there. And then that goes there. Because we're doing the other side. No, where are you? Okay, here. This is actually kind of tricky to put on. Oh, went together nicely for me. Probably just because I said that to it. It's like, we'll show you. Let's put that in. I need 2 more. And my eyes can't spot them. Okay, I just spent forever looking for 2 of these pieces, and I cannot find 2. I can only find 1. But there's this piece in. And I looked through the book, and unless I missed it, they don't use this piece. So I'm thinking I should have gotten 2 of these and not this one. So thankfully, I have a rather large collection of bricks that I use for my own mock building, my own designs. And so I went in and I stole one from myself. Now, it's going to be funny if I all of a sudden find it and I sat here and looked forever and my eyes did not spot it, but I really don't think it's there. Oh my gosh, I'm going insane. This is not my day. This is hilarious. Okay, when we put this original one on, we were supposed to do a 3 long. See, if you make a mistake, you can't find a piece, you probably put it in the wrong spot somewhere else. This is not my day. I think I should stop building. You know, on some days it's just like nothing's going right. I think I'm having one of those days. We are going to put this 3-hole long one in there. And this goes here. Oh my goodness. Okay, because this is supposed to extend out. I'm telling you, I have never made so many mistakes. I do not know what my problem is. This is funny. Okay, there we go. So now I can replace the piece I stole. My goodness. All right, put this in here. At least I fixed it before. Something, was further down the line and I would have had to tear more apart. My goodness. It just amazes me how much I actually spend, time I spend building, and I still make, I feel like, the silliest mistakes. Let's see, where? Here we go. I need you. All right, I'm going to make sure I aim this the right direction so I don't mess this up. There's something about... Wait, let me double check. There's something about this Balrog that is just up to no good, mischief. I mean, he's not the kind of character you'd want to meet and be best friends with, right? And I'm thinking he's not necessarily the kind of character you want to meet and be best friends with in Lego form either, because he is causing all kinds of trouble. Let's see. Goes there. We need 2 of those. I have never had this kind of trouble with this set. Wait, what did I do? No, that's fine. They both go on one. And number 3 here. Make sure I didn't use that. That's correct. Put that there. Looking correct. Right. Holes facing upwards. Put the 2 little cones on it. Had the dogs all sleeping perfectly. Everything was going fine. Then I'm rummaging around and I have to leave the room to go find a piece I didn't need. This guy's trouble, this Balrog. Okay. 2 more of the ball pins that go there. And they say, put it on. Well, it fits on it. Whether or not it's going to cause problems later on. Okay. Oops. Goes like this. I got to get everything. Okay, I think that's correct. Yeah. Does its movement. Okay. This piece is loose. I can't figure, I guess he's loose on that one too. It probably gives movement to the wing. All right, next wing. Oh my goodness. Let's put this on. About time to be finished with this set. Get him in the bookcase so he can't cause any more trouble. Watch him cause trouble in the bookcase. Okay. Then we need his little claw. And that goes into there. But I think I faced the claw wrong. Let's see if we can spin it around. There we go. Okay. Now, flip him around. And then put him into there. Now the question is, yeah, he folds up the same. Okay. Oh, goodness. Now they want us to put some fire up top here. Interesting, isn't it? Okay, like that. spin him around. Oh. Does he have fire for a face? That goes into there, and it goes... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I wasn't supposed to spin him. He goes back here. Just like that. Okay. And more flames up here. Hey, nice. Oh, now we have to make his face. Okay. Oops. I actually had to go pick my daughter up, so I took a little break. But now I'm back to the head. But I'm thinking that that might have actually been a good thing for me because I think he was like raising my blood pressure. I was kidding. Frustrated at the problems I kept hitting, and I was like, you know what? Once upon a time, these Balrogs were called a demon of the ancient world, and this little guy, yep, he was feeling very in line with being a bit of a nuisance. I know that it's like totally user error. That was my problem. But I don't know. I don't normally have that kind of problems. So it's kind of humorous, actually, now that I've calmed down a bit. It's kind of an ornery little build for me. Didn't have any problems with any of the rest of it, and then I got to him, and I'm like, All right, I think this goes on there. I'm hoping that I can make the head without too much drama. And then that's going to go that way, so the long flat edge is on top, I believe. I'm excited to put him in it. His case here. Let's see, we need 2 of these. Okay, and they go on this side. Definitely wasn't the bottom jaw here. I was wrong about that. Something is wrong. I put that up too high. It goes down in there. And then that goes up on top there. Now these pieces are cool. For a second I was like, well, I don't have the cool pieces, but I do. Here they are. They're printed on. I'm guessing they're his eyes. Now, why won't you go down? There you go. Yeah, eyes and nostril. Flaming nostrils. Fire. Okay. I'm gonna put some horns on here. Well, that's fun. All right. Now this is going to go down here. Oh, well, that's his lower jaw. Tiny little thing. My goodness. Well, these are supposed to go in there. It's a tight squeeze. Okay, 1 on each side. Now, okay, I'm going to turn him like they've got him. What am I looking for? Looking for some fire. You're going to have to be careful. You start pushing down too hard, it can move things around on him. these up on top here, and then these go on the orange. Ooh, this part's cool. Okay. So it makes a point in the center. Right. Grab these fun little things. And make 2 of them. I'm not entirely sure what they are. That, and then that. Okay, now what do they want us to do? Oh, duh, there's big horns on the side of his head. Wow. Now that is impressive. Never made a head like that before. That's amazing. Okay. Oh, that's the plaque. Okay, we're going to try to get his head on. I hope we don't cause a disaster of some sort. All right. Ooh. You know he's scary. Oh. All right. Final thing here we need is whip. It's got a little, some flame fingers there. And then this goes down. In that hand, there was that little piece we put in that this will fit right into. And you can grip his little. Now, how is this supposed to go where it bends over? Oh, maybe you have to close the thumb? It's still kind of like, I think I put this on wrong. I think this should go in the top. Now he's causing problems again. I'm not sure. I guess it is just kind of in the picture sticking out there. I wonder if you like can get it to curve more. Kind of stretch it a little bit. There we go. I just have to manipulate the plastic a bit there. Okay, I'm not sure why I have this piece. I guess maybe that's a spare. Okay, let's see if we can put him in here. I'm a little bit nervous. So we're going to open it back up. This is important. And take Gandalf out for a second. So they're showing... Oh. Okay, so we have these gray rods that are coming out, and I think they go into those gray rods. Which makes him sit up kind of higher. Well, maybe because his legs are... Okay, he's got one leg. Oh, no. Don't pop off there. He's got one leg kind of coming in front of the other. But I don't know that it's necessarily attached to anything. Just kind of make him look like he's walking, I guess. And then the plaque goes on the front here. And then Gandalf goes all the way here. That's good. He's back. So when you open him up, his wings can spread out like that. But when you close him, his wings can kind of come in. I wonder if we could... Oh! I'm so non-observant. Do you remember those holes I was talking about? And I was like, I wonder what goes in there. His wings go in there. So it holds it that way, and then when you close it, then they kind of have a little spot to go. Oh my goodness. What an incredible build. I am so impressed with him. He was very frustrating, but I absolutely love it. It's way better than I was kind of anticipating. I'm completely happy with everything about it. I just really feel like they did a really good job on it. I know I fussed about the flames on the side, but I think actually it's perfect. I am thoroughly impressed. I don't feel like they cut corners. I think they did a really good job. I'm not just saying this, I really do. So I hope you had as much fun. I hope you like him as much as I do. I hope he didn't cause problems for you, because he did for me. And I will see you again very soon with another build.